one. We are live, and we have to wait for people to hop on.
So, wow, you built that up and you counted it down and everything. And then you're like, yeah, just kidding.
According to the statistics, I have 6 viewers, all of which are on YouTube.
They're probably all my family members.
All right, let's see here. Who we have watching? We have Mark Thomas, JBP Hobbyist, Mark Thomas, Ambient Girl Diggs. All right. Hey guys, it's Maddie here, and welcome back to the Diggin' Adventures live show. I am your host, Maddie Tomani, and today we have today DJ Dowling, Redbeard. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, buddy. It's going. Are we going to cover what we covered in the pre-show thing when we were talking, like the mustache cup and everything, or is that just
Sure, we can talk about that if you want.
Well,
We'll just pretend it never happened.
Yeah, it's important, because I'm drinking my water and it's all over the mustache, man. You looked up that picture, eh?
For everyone who's watching, we just discussed like all of our good content before the show started.
I got nothing.
And then we mentioned the fact that we have nothing to talk about when we start.
I got like 6 seconds of mediocre content. Then I wouldn't say I have any good content ever, but I fall in the mediocre category for like 10 seconds usually.
All right. Before we get into the show, I would like to go over our sponsors. All right. So, let me just pull up their no, actually I can probably do this one. First up, we have Predator Tools. If you are in the market for a new detecting shovel, look no further. Predator Tools has the best digging tools in my opinion. Made in America from US certified steel, I use the Model 24 Phoenix and I love it. I've been using Predator Tools the entire time I've been detecting. Maybe with an exception of like a couple months back when I first started. But ever since I got Predator Tools, it's only been Predator Tools. I think I've only ever gone through like 2. I never broke any of them. I just had the one was a bit small because it was too small and I grew.
And then you had to get rid of the one I used because you thought I had cooties because I'm Canadian.
Oh no, we have the maple plague. we had to quarantine the shovel for a good couple of days.
Exactly.
The heck? You remember when you I'm not gonna anyways. Next up we have Awesome Relics New England. Awesome Relics New England is a group of metal detecting enthusiasts from all over New England and across the United States. Their focus is retrieving and identifying items through detecting to help educate people on their history and to preserve items for future generations. So make sure you join their Facebook group. Once again, that is Awesome Relics New England. And speaking of Awesome Relics New England, let's talk about our giveaways for tonight. Tonight, we have 2 giveaways, both of which I believe everyone's going to want to get. First up, donated to us by Awesome Relics New England, we have a Thermacell portable mosquito repeller. You can use this. If you win this, you can use it while you're out metal detecting to keep all those pesky mosquitoes away. I know for certain I have a problem with them. Just hundreds of them swarming you at all times. You come home and it looks just bumps. And next up we have a Civil War 150th anniversary commemorative set with stamp, coin, and bullet. Look at that.
That's sweet.
All you have to do in order to enter in, all you have to do is like, share, and comment that you shared so we know you want to be entered in. whenever we do a giveaway, I'll make sure to say the time so that way you know if you're watching the show later and you try to get in, that way you know what time that we call the prizes. All right, and with all of that out of the way, that took 5 minutes.
My turn. So we're good now. We only got what, 55 minutes?
Yeah, we got 55 minutes to
There we
burn.
go.
Is that water with ice?
It is. I love ice, man. Yeah, that's not really an American thing, is it? You guys,
Sometimes we put water in ice in water.
you know what my disgusting habit is? And
What?
so back in the day when I was really little, like 1,000 years ago, I started eating ice. I don't even know why. I was maybe like 5 years old, and I started eating ice. And then my mom started eating ice, so my dad got a double dose of it and hated it. And I've got all my kids eat ice. It's really pretty gross, I guess, because it's like you're saying, like, good luck watching a movie with me or something, man. But I love it. I've been doing it for so long. I won't say how long because then I'll tell you how old I am. But you remember the commemorative coins you just had there? About that long. Same time frame.
Sometimes when I'm drinking something that has ice in it, if the ice is like small enough, I'll eat the ice as well.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a pretty common thing, eating
Yeah.
ice. I remember back in like third grade, they had this big assembly where they had like a bunch of dentists come in and talk to us. And one dentist had like a 20-minute long spiel about why you shouldn't eat ice.
Oh yeah. You know what
Like,
though? It keeps you busy, I find. Like, so they say things like chewing gum and, it makes your mind, always think, which is good, right? Because otherwise, like, I'm already, half out of it. So I better chew a lot of gum. You notice I'm chewing gum?
yeah.
Which you probably hate. It's the host of the show. I know your dad before is like, why always with the gum? I'm like, ooh. He's like, stop chewing the gum. Still, I can't help it, man.
I didn't even notice you were chewing gum until you mentioned it.
Yeah, the mustache and beard kind of hide it. It's a good.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I try not to do the cow chew, right? I know people that are like, it grosses me out. So I try not to.
There's like one kid at my school that eats gum like that,
Oh,
and from where I sit in the lunchroom, I can see them like all the way across the lunchroom, and they're just going nom, nom.
man. You know what I find? So I have these moments, and I don't know why, but I'll be chewing gum or something, and then all of a sudden it'll just go fall out of my mouth, and I don't even realize that it's falling out of my mouth. I'm like, where's my gum? It'll be stuck to my shirt or half my beard or something. I gotta be careful. Now you know why I trimmed my beard. It was down to here until I dropped gum into it.
I don't eat gum enough. I don't chew gum enough to like know any of those kind of problems.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a normal problem for a normal person. I think it's just a problem I deal with. I'm far from normal.
I don't think I started chewing gum until I was like in like what, 7th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to chew gum.
So like maturity, I'm third grade, as you know. So like gum's still hot with me. Oh man.
I remember one time one of my friends every day would come into class with a stick of gum for everyone.
Oh yeah.
And then the teacher banned gum.
Oh jeez. You know what I find? So I chew gum a lot when I metal detect. And I can't tell you how many times I'd be metal detecting, and I'll go to dig a plug or something. All of a sudden, I'll chew the gum, and there'll be a lot of dirt in it. So I'm just chewing dirt gum, which probably makes it worse than just dirt in your mouth, because you're like all of a sudden it's in your teeth because that gum just go. And it's like, this is awesome. That's probably happened to me a dozen times in the last week.
I don't
Maybe
chew.
maybe lifetime.
I don't chew gum while metal detecting, so I wouldn't know.
You know what? I remember when I was metal detecting with your dad at his spot there. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but where he took me, and it's in a couple of your videos you guys posted, and I know it's in at least one of my videos. There was this is some sort of, I don't remember what he described it as, but it's some sort of siren. But I was off on my own, and it scared the bejesus out of me. It sounded like the zombie apocalypse. It's like, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I
We
know
don't
where you're
have those
talking
here.
about. I
Yeah, it's
know.
terrifying.
Yeah, whenever
I,
we go out there, they do a
yeah,
test with the siren out there.
yeah, that was horrifying. Like,
That's
he had this. I'm like, whoa, I'm out here, and then I go, what was that? And he had to explain to me. I'm like, thank God. I thought it was
yeah,
like something really serious. He's like, no, you're good, you're good. And
yeah.
then
They're just
I thought he was lying, and I thought he was going to take off on me and leave me in the bush. Because the first thing he did, if I remember right, is like, oh, what was that? Did you hear that? And he's like, turns around and starts running. Like, what are you doing? He's like, just kidding.
eh, yeah, that siren. There's a nuclear plant right over there.
Yeah.
So the that's just like, gotta have a siren for a nuclear plant.
Yeah. No, it sounds like the zombie apocalypse signal or something, though. It's pretty horrifying. Like,
I'm There's some video out there where I found a button, and as I was pulling out the button, the sirens are going off.
oh,
And
oh my God.
I can't remember how long ago that was, but it was pretty cool.
Well, that's scary. It's scary. That's a terrifying thing, man. I have nuke plants not that far from me. There's two of them, and I've never heard the siren, not once.
Hmm. Yeah, the
So,
one over here, they like test it daily.
yeah, I
Make sure it
noticed.
works.
Maybe
Make kind of
maybe he could have warned me. I think he
maybe.
thought it would be a lot funnier if he didn't. I think you know what? You guys are probably so used to it that you didn't even,
That was probably it. It's like second nature to us.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, you're coming down, it's like, what the heck is that?
I know. Like, yeah, I cowered. I tried to dig myself into the forest and build a shelter pretty quick. He's like, "It's okay, don't worry."
Try to dig back to Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hi. Hello, Mark.
A hoser, eh? I do remember we were talking about you being an honorary Canadian because I deemed you an honorary Canadian. See, you got to say hoser. I went through this with Aqua Chigger too, and I think it's his video. I was like, Chig, you got to learn to say hoser, eh? And this and that. And he got into saying the A, but then he was like, what's a hoser? I'm like, I don't actually really know. Like, it's just a thing that's associated with Canada, but we've never actually called each other hosers. But it's from this old skit, right? And it's like, it was amazing. Like, but yeah, it's like Dave and Bob McKenzie and the hosers take off, eh? But I guess you probably have no idea what I'm talking about because you're like 6. But like, if you were older, you'd know.
Yeah, I know I know the word hoser. I don't know where it's from or anything like that.
Yeah.
The heck is that? I just heard my dog make like the weirdest noise.
Oh, I miss your dogs, man. They were so sweet.
Now they're not so sweet. Every day they go out into the corner of the yard and bark.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're dogs, right? You just got to go out there and bark with them.
Sometimes I'll walk over there. It's either and now that's the cat's doing stuff. Did you hear that?
I heard that. It sounded like a ghost.
That was the cat.
Ghost.
The cat was knocking over a box.
Did you have a cat when I was there?
Did we have cats when he was here? I don't think so. No.
See how long I haven't been there? Jeez.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab the cat and bring her onto the screen so you can see her. Hold on, let me go grab her.
All right. You
Come here, you trouble.
What are you doing? You can't disappear off your own show.
We have 2 cats. This is the troublemaker.
Oh yeah, it looks like a troublemaker.
She's also my cat.
That looks like a mugshot. It's the cat's mugshot. That's a cute cat. What's its name?
Her name is Mina.
Mina. I like that. And she's like what? She's a calico, I guess she's called, or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Here, hold on. Here, Mina, say something to the microphone. Want to say anything? No?
Does she bite you?
No.
Oh. Does she claw? Does she do anything, or does she just knock stuff over, eats it?
She's meowing. I don't think you can hear it though.
Aw. Do you ever give them catnip?
No, we try not to give them catnip.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I had a cat that I gave catnip to, and he climbed all the way up my chest and jumped on my head. And I was like, oh my God. Like, this is a long time ago, right? As a teenager, but oh my God, man, I still probably have scars on my nips from it. It was brutal.
That's why we try not to give our cats catnip, but sometimes we accidentally get 'em something with it in it, and we
Yeah.
see him going phew, 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 back and forth across the house. It's best to just not give them catnip,
Oh, yeah.
especially with how active our cats are already. Just
Yeah, exactly. How old are they? They're just kittens then, I guess, or young, right? Young.
how old are they? Like 2 years old?
Yeah, they're gonna be two.
Two. They're coming up on 2 years old.
Okay, so you got them
Yeah.
after I left because I was there, what, 2.5 years ago, I guess? 2.5
Yeah.
years. Yeah, that's when I came, I think. Yeah, maybe, or maybe just a little over 2 years, I think. It's hard to remember now. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been some time.
Yeah, exactly.
I was still in middle school back then.
Wow, that's crazy.
If I know that because it was before the pandemic, and I started having to do at home learning at the end of middle school.
Yeah, so see, yeah, that's right. I know that was fun, man. That was a good time. And then we went to. I remember. I still sometimes the pictures will pop up on my Facebook randomly, like your dad and I with the Buddha, like stuff like that. And then the other, like he sent me a picture not long ago of you with the Buddha, and then I'm like, oh, I remember that night. He's like, no, this is different. This is now. He's like, this is not the same time. I'm like, oh, same place, though.
Same place, different time.
Yeah, exactly. Totally 2 years apart or whatever.
Yeah.
See,
So
your dad knows.
yeah.
October. There we go.
Back in October 2019. That's a while ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like not long enough.
Mon- You see, I like you as a person, but stay on the other side of my screen. Thank you.
I know, because the problem is you had to have me stay in your house for a week and eat all your food and shower and use all your hair gel or whatever. And I used it in my beard, and then I have my beard out like this, and you'd be like, please stop. Just stop using my comb in your beard. You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun having you over here.
Oh, that was a blast, man. Yeah, and I remember it was so cool sitting on the couch and watching you actually do the show live. Like, it was really, because you don't get to, you watch you on the thing, but, to be there, it's like a totally different thing. It's really cool.
I think there's only been like a couple select times. I could probably name them.
Yeah.
But there's only a couple select times that we've ever had people actually like watch me do the show.
Yeah.
Like not like watching me on here, like watching me like in front of me.
Oh, yeah. Do you get more nervous, do you think, like that? Or?
Not really. I mean, it's a bit more nerve-wracking being like, oh, there's a person there. If I mess up, they could just at any moment go, boo, you suck.
And I said I was sorry for doing that. It was not cool. I shouldn't have done it, but that's me. It's just
Do you know how long it took to edit that out?
Come, I would never. You know why? Because when this show is done, people are gonna miss you so much, and then you're gonna have all the pop-up shows where it's like, oh, watch me, watch that, because you've dominated this day for so long. You know what I mean? That like no one's ever gonna touch it, right? Your dad came to me and was like, what do you think about maybe taking over the show? He goes, we got the perfect title. And I was like, oh, what? He's like, Digging with Fatty. And I'm like, excuse me? I don't care how true that is. No, I'm kidding. I could never fill in your shoes. But I think it's going to be, kind of sucky on Mondays now. Mondays are going to suck. Like they don't already suck. But, at least you brought some light to Mondays, man. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that Mondays aren't the best day of the week.
Oh, exactly.
But if there's something to look forward to on it, at least
Exactly.
that's there.
I know it's going to be a big void in the metal detecting community now. Am I guilting you enough? Are you going to change your mind? You're not going to change your mind yet, are you?
No, not yet.
Not yet. That's okay. You'll come back one day. I know it.
So, how long? When did you last get out metal detecting?
You know what? Last year, I didn't get out as much as I wanted to, but I found some really cool stuff last year. I got this permission in Niagara Falls, and a couple of the times I went out, we found some really good stuff. We found silver. I found a ramrod for a brown vest, which was awesome because it was War of 1812. And there's there's a couple of wars that took place on this property, and I barely scratched the surface. And it's 3 giant fields plus woods. I haven't even gone in the woods yet. And the 2 of the fields we just skimmed very basically, like not much at all. So I know there's a ton more stuff. I brought Bradford Beeper and Pop Can Dan with me one time, and then I brought Pink Power Alley with me, and so we barely touched it. And that's why I was trying to get you guys out here to Niagara, because that would have been awesome to bring you guys there and hopefully, get some treasure. But right now we can't, obviously. But, in the future, because I'm not going to lose the permission anytime soon. It took me 3 years to even go to the permission. I've had the permission for like 4 years now. And I just finally went last year. So, but it's kind of far from me, right? It's like just over 2 hours. So it's not like a permission I go to a lot, because it's not. I drive on the 401, and it's not the most scenic thing, right? It's like our major highway, but it's not a lot of trees on it or anything, I'd say. So, it's not like the best drive.
Yeah.
It's a highway.
Highways tend to be like, it's a highway. It's not
Yeah.
really meant. Although when it comes to like the United States, there's a lot of highways that are like popular for whatever reason, like Route 66.
Yeah. Is that still as popular as it once was, or?
Yeah, the Route 66 still has a large problem where they put up a sign that says Route 66, and someone like sneaks along, takes down the sign,
Oh yeah, of
sneaks
course.
away, and now they have a Route 66 sign.
I wonder how many signs they go through in a year. I'd imagine tons of people steal those signs.
Oh yeah. But they probably have like cameras and stuff now, so that way they can catch the criminals.
Yeah.
The people stealing. Well, not that they're like criminals, because who wouldn't want a Route 66 sign?
Exactly. I know. Hey, do you ever think about England? Do you miss England?
Oh, I miss England. I had a wonderful time metal detecting over there.
Oh, that was a blast, man. And then even going to the churches and like exploring and walking around like we did and stuff, that was a blast. I miss it sometimes. I look back and I'm like, oh, that was so fun. I didn't even publish half the footage I had. I don't even know where it went. It's tucked away somewhere, and I'm like, if I could find it, I'd probably publish it. But yeah, me. Organization is I'm organized in business, but in personal life, I'm like, I lost my footage. My footage is buried somewhere on a USB.
I remember the interesting thing is when we went over to England, we went to like that one church from, I believe it was 1100.
Yeah.
Where I'm never gonna go into a building older than that in my life, I don't think.
I know, it was so cool, man. Like seeing all the stuff, and yeah, it was really neat being in the old like architecture, and then we found that girl that acted as our host for the day, just to be a nice person, and that was really cool. Like it was a little weird at times, but like it was cool that she took the time to show us around all these old places, and people there were really nice. I liked the food. I liked the pub. That was great.
Oh yeah, the pub was amazing.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. We got to like be around a lot of awesome detectorists too, right? Like you talk to people from England and stuff, and then to actually meet them in person is like, it's cool. And like, we got to do that party and stuff, and yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, I have 2 stories from England that I want to mention real quick. The first story was when we both went to the English pizza parlor. That was I wasn't pizza. I mean, for an English pizza, I've never had before that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It wasn't the best.
That was all right.
And my second story, when we were working at the Mind Lab booth, someone came over and and they were speaking another language, and I was hearing certain words in it. I was like, I think he's speaking German. I think this man's speaking German. So I bring him over to one of the German detect experts. I was like, hey, he's speaking German. He walks over and he goes, it speaks the Deutsch? And the guy goes, no, 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 Francis. No, no, he goes, no, 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 French. I was like, oh,
Just a bit outside.
just a bit wrong. One's a romantic language, the other one's
Oh.
Germanic. Just a bit different.
Oh, I know. And yeah, some of the people we got to hang out with, and and then I saw other friends there. Like I got to see Chig there and Jocelyn and Digger Dawn, who I'd never met before, but I've always been a huge fan of, and then of course, Rainey and George, who are just some of the greatest people you could ever know, right? There's a lot same with the German guys there, they're it's amazing that you bond with these people over time online, but then when you're with them, same with our Scottish friends, we're with them and it's like, oh man, they're even better in person, because you get their full effect, and it's just what a great time. It was fun. I hope one day I get to go to another detective hall, but who knows with the way the world is, but hopefully.
Yeah. For everyone watching right now, you see how me and Redbeard, we were having this really nice conversation. When we were out in England, we were actually face to face. We were just
Oh yeah.
looking at our watches,
Yeah, you know why? You're like, Dad, why do we have to hang out with Redbeard? Why do you have such good friends with this guy?
No,
That's pity on me.
we had a wonderful time out there. We were talking, hanging out.
Yeah.
Where were we? What town were we in? Cheltenham?
Yeah, Cheltenham. And it's so we got to the airport, and then what was it, 2.5 hours or something to the actual area where we were,
Yeah, the interesting thing about that is that a 2.5 hour drive for how far we went over there, that was fast.
Oh yeah. I still remember. I was just talking to my wife about this the other day, and telling my son about it. It was so cool. I remember being in the cab, the hired car on the way to the event, and all of a sudden, they have the cops all raiding, and then stop at the side of the road, and someone jumps out of one car and into another, fancy looking car, and speed off again. And I don't know if you remember, what was that? And they're like, oh, it was either a member of the royal family or someone really, really high ranking. It was like, oh my God, it was 100 feet ahead of us. And you never know, right? It could have been, one of the princes or something. It's just crazy. It's so different.
Yeah, for all we know, it could have been the Queen.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You never know.
Don't know. Probably wasn't, but
probably not. But still, I like to think it was, and be that close to the Queen.
Yeah, we like to know that but for the sake of it, we'll just say that we've gotten closer to Queen Elizabeth than most Americans.
There you go.
Well, most Americans and Canadians.
And Canadians, thank you.
All right. So let's see. What can we talk about that's detecting related?
Yeah, I know. Now that that was kind of detecting related. A little. It was a detecting event.
When I'm detecting, one of the biggest things that make me angry while metal detecting, which is very rare to make someone angry while metal detecting, has to be bugs just bothering you.
Yeah.
But you can save yourself from that with our next giveaway.
I knew it. I knew it. You know what? I actually have one of those. Mine's an older school one, but it actually works really good.
We're going to be giving away a Thermacell portable mosquito repeller. Why did
Hurt yourself.
I said a propeller?
Yeah, that was weird, man. You really you thought it was a helicopter or something.
Man, I really want a mosquito helicopter.
So, do you know that Thermacell makes this tick stuff now?
I think I might have seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a liquid, like in a vial or something, but I've heard they make a tick thing now. I don't know how good it is, but yeah, it's pretty, because I don't know if you guys get ticks there pretty bad too, right?
American address, U.S. only.
Okay. While we're on the topic of our giveaway, a must-have an American address.
Oh, I'm out. Dang it. Ship it to your house and I'll get it.
If you can live outside of the United States, but big but it has to be sent to an address in the United States.
What'd you say about my butt?
All right, so we're gonna go and do our giveaway. Oh yeah, we have the old bucket back.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Still broken, but we got the old bucket back. And the winner is Zach Swim.
Oh, I love him.
Are you here, Zach Swim?
He just said, I need that for sure.
He just talked.
And he said, LOL.
He just said LOL. So I know that he just I know he just said LOL, but I'm gonna have him say he's here anyways. Congratulations, Zach Swim.
Hey, golf clap. There you go.
Oh yeah, fireworks. Hold on. There's a very good chance that if I pull up a video that it might end up not being the fireworks video. These are not the fireworks videos. Yeah, congratulations as I'm pulling up the fireworks video. It's somewhere here, I know it.
Didn't have everything right.
It was just one thing. I mean, considering my track record for the show tonight, I'm doing pretty darn good. Alright, here we go. Bada bang. Congratulations. Make sure you get your information out to us. We'll get your address out to the right people. And they will send out your prize.
That was fancy. That was nice. I feel like I could have gone out, bought fireworks, and lit them off by the time that took you, man.
Well, at least I can say one thing. The neighbors are going to be angry. Alright. My boss lives near Toronto. Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Why do you just leave out? Why do you leave out the T? Toronto.
I don't know. It's a Canadian thing that people like. Remember we talked about this? Is people that like. So I was born and raised in Toronto, and it's something that was pointed out to me that I never even noticed. Right? And someone's like, "I thought it was called Toronto," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And they're like, "You don't say the last T." And then I realized it's a whole thing that anyone from Toronto does not say the last T, and I never realized until this person pointed it out. And then I looked it up, and it was like this big, like whole big thing. It's weird. Like it's like Joyzy, right?
Thank you guys for watching. It's like putting the word pineapple before pizza. Exactly.
Even I don't like that. You know how I am with pizza. Like I like pizza, but you know what? We've actually got a really killer pizza place here now. It's super good. Like it's like next level good.
What's the place called?
It's called Pizza Muno. And man, it is like the best. I bet it would be the best pizza you ever tasted.
Pizza Muno?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I think it's just a Canadian thing. I actually think there's only one of them, and it's in Oshawa. It is so good. I had it last night. Are you trying to order a Pizza Muno? They won't deliver that far.
No, I'm trying to find where on a. Well, I mean, if you like it, then it must not be that good, considering you like cottage ham.
No, hey, you know how long it's been since I had cottage ham? A day, but still, that was a long day.
Why, you had it yesterday?
No, I wish so. I miss it. I haven't had it in a while. I'm gonna have to have.
Reminder for DJ, eat a cottage ham.
I'm gonna put that in my calendar.
You say, on this exact day, we're going to have cottage ham. This is the furthest in advance I've ever planned dinner.
I can't wait for you guys to finally come down because I'll actually make one. And by me make one, I mean I'll get my wife to make it because I can't cook. But yeah, I think you'll like it. I do. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. It's gonna be it's slim pickings here.
It's either one extreme or the other extreme.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no in between.
Exactly. I wonder if anyone that's watching has ever had it. Like we call it cottage roll ham or pulley ham, or I don't know if that's even the name for it, but like I can't see the chat, so you'll have to tell me if anyone has.
That's cottage ham? I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it's like...
It's good, man. You do it in a crock pot on high for like 5-6 hours. Oh my god, it just pulls off. It like you can only have so much of it though, because you feel like you're gonna puke if you eat too much. Note to self. So
at that point, you just eat spiral ham. Spiral ham, really good.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what spiral ham?
I don't think if it's something that's here, I don't think we call it that.
Hold on.
Are you Googling spiral ham?
Yeah, I'm pulling up a photo of spiral ham. Why is someone selling a $227 spiral ham?
There must be a lot of spiral in that ham.
It's spiral cut ham.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's sounds weird. So does it look like do an apple on one of those peelers? Is that what that looks like?
Sort of. Hold on, I'm pulling up a photo of spiral cut ham right now. This is what it looks like as soon as it uploads. This is what spiral cut ham looks like.
Okay, yeah, it just looks like it's regularly sliced to me.
But it's cut in a spiral.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I've never seen it.
You've never.
Is that a machine that does that or something?
It's just a ham that's sliced.
It's just a ham that's sliced like that.
Oh. Wow, you really built that up to a lot more than what it is then. You're like, why did you say I like ham? Like I like
I mean,
you didn't know what a cottage ham was.
well, I mean, I didn't know what a cottage ham was.
That's true.
So.
Yeah. Did anyone say they know what that is or no? Am I the only person that knows what that is and had it?
Let's see. If I scroll back a little bit, we have people back. Let's see if anyone said.
Your grandma had cottage ham.
My grandma ate cottage ham. My grandma ate cottage ham.
Oh, I like
but
it.
No one else said they ever ate cottage ham.
What? Oh my god. So did your grandma like it, or she's like, ugh?
Does grandma like it?
So it was alright.
She said it's alright.
It's good. Maybe she didn't have it cooked right. I'm gonna get your grandma down here so I can try cooking it for her.
Why do you say down? Why do you say down here?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
I
say for everything. Someone will live down the street from me. I'm like, come down here.
If they live up the street.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, it works. That's the only time it works.
And never mind. Put up a pic of cottage ham. Okay. Cottage ham is just a brick of ham.
It's got like a mesh net on it.
Yeah, and it makes imprints on the ham itself.
Yeah, but you cut that after you cook it in the crock pot. You cut that mesh all off, and it just pulls apart. It's delicious. Stop laughing. You're gonna have some of that ham. You're gonna love it. Okay. You probably can't even.
I just found the most unappeasing photo of cottage ham.
Oh, don't ruin it for me. You want no? You know what the most unappeasing photo is of it? When I'm eating it. Like it'll be in my ear and like on my head, like all over the place. I mash my face. That's how much I like that. It's not a pretty sight, man.
There we go. I found the best photo I could find of cottage ham. Where'd it go? There. Nope, that's the unappealing one.
Even your computer doesn't like it.
Not fine. Here, have the unappealing one.
Man.
Since
Well, that
I mean,
you're not putting it up for people though.
it's not that bad. It's not that unappealing.
Oh God, what is that? That doesn't look good. That's not like the one I have.
Let's see. Cooking suggestions. Bring to boil.
Butt on it. You got something that said butt. How's that going to appeal to people? Mine don't look like that. Mine have like a mesh net on it. It's like more round and plump, and it's nice.
Yeah, I see the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, that's one. That's
the ones that look like it. Oh yeah, I've seen these at our local like markets. Just the thing is, we don't call it cottage ham. We just call it ham.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. So buy one, cook it in the crock pot. I'll send your mom or dad instructions on how to cook it. You'll love it. And I want a full report. Because you don't have enough work to do with school. I want a full book report. Oh my God.
Oh, not another essay. So have you well, I already asked if you've been detecting lately. You said you haven't been detecting since like last year.
You know what? I haven't gone once this year because we've had some iffy weather. I plan on going soon as I possibly can. My work schedule is crazy right now, but I got to take the old Garrett out, man, because there's some permissions. And I also haven't gotten a lot of new permissions. I haven't gotten any new permissions. I have some good ones still, but, I have to get some new ones. But they're putting up so many developments near where I live and stuff. And a lot of they really are, knocking down paradise and putting up a parking lot in a lot of spots here now, which I hate.
Yeah.
But I've got a actual customer of mine that's got a really old, he's buying this piece of property that's pretty darn old, and there's a really old barn on it. And he really wants me to get out there and metal detect it, which I would love to. And he's such an awesome person too. So I think he might want to come and actually try metal detecting too, which would be cool. But when he gets that property, I'm definitely going to check it out. I don't know if there would be anything good there, but it's if there is. But I veered away from YouTube. I do TikTok now because it's way easier to do the videos for me. So I don't have to sit there for hours on end editing, video after video and splicing it all together and stuff. So I do these TikToks and I just literally record like a 1.5-minute clip or whatever. And I got way more viewers on it, which is great. So, I mean, it works well,
Yeah, I remember I have a TikTok channel for digging adventures, and there's a good amount of videos up on there, but then we stopped uploading on there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, TikTok, it's a whole different, like, you have to have real quick, fast-paced stuff that catches people's attention.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. But you know what? I feel like if you find something good, you can appeal to a bigger audience sometimes. Depends. I mean, it depends, right? But I mean, I think it's a good platform, but you have to be patient with it. But I think YouTube, like I struggled with YouTube for ages, and I really only had one video that was like blew up, and then people started saying stuff about the video, and it's like, okay, I didn't, you know what I mean, like. But yeah, I don't know, and that can be what bothers you with the metal detecting community sometimes too, right? There's always a couple of people that just want to see the world burn, and if you get some success, they're like cut you down to size and try to take away anything that you've done. And it's like that's not fair,
Yeah.
But you get the occasional jerk off in everything, I guess. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I've met my few of those.
Yeah. You know what? The one that I'm speaking of specifically, and I won't say names, or anything is one that you've had a problem with in the past. So
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, so I'll keep it friendly at that.
Just we both
Last,
know who we're talking about, but
yeah,
no names.
yep.
The Digging Adventures live show is a family friendly experience. This PSA was sponsored by the Digging Adventures live show. Anyways, yeah, I haven't been out metal detecting in a good while either.
Yeah, there's probably lots of treasure there now because you haven't been taking it all.
Yeah.
What? What, are you eating a piece of pizza off to the side of the screen?
No. um. Yeah, I haven't been out detecting in a good amount of time. I can't remember when I last got out.
Yeah, that sucks. You know, being busy in life is good, but it sucks sometimes too, right? 'Cause sometimes you're like, I really want to do the things I love, but it's hard to fit it in.
Yeah. So, what detector are you using right now?
I use my Garrett still. I absolutely love it. I think it, the Apex, I think, I don't know. I'm just really in tune with the thing. I don't know if I've ever been as in tune with that as I have with any other detector, with the exception of my AT Pro. My AT Pro was my favorite machine of all time. And you know why? Because you've seen how hard I am on my gear. Like I'm a real detector. I take it into mud pits, freezing weather, this and that. I beat the heck out of it. And nothing's happened to my Apex, and I still have my prototype Apex, which is awesome. It's hanging up in my wall in my garage. But with my AT Pro, I had it when it first came out, and then I literally had it for 6 years before it actually ended up getting stolen. But I had it for 6 years, and it was my favorite machine because I put the thing through absolute like heck. I've never beat a machine that bad, and it was like it never quit ever. Like I detected it at -20. I smashed it off a rock multiple times. I dropped it out of a tree once. Don't ask. I'll tell you. I was climbing a tree because I thought that I saw coyotes. I wanted to get to high ground to see if I could see where they went. And I, for some reason, took my AT Pro up with me. And I was at the top of the tree, which is probably about 22 feet. The branch I was on gave way, and I was like, oh, and I flew backwards like this, and I grabbed on like this, but I lost the machine. So the thing literally fell probably 20 feet after leaning back. I got down off it. I thought it would be smashed because it was hard, it was hard ground. Totally perfect. Turned on and everything. I'm like, I never had a machine that took that big of a beating and lasted. It was just, I love that machine. I missed it. I wish it never got stolen. I miss it so much.
Then you could, if you still had it, you could have eventually made a video of when it did break.
I know, like I swear that thing probably never. Whoever stole it is probably still metal detecting with it. They probably sold it to a pawn shop or something. But it was like the most indestructible machine I've ever seen. I just say that because I had it so long. You know what I mean? Where other machines, I went through like 2 or 3 of them in like a couple of years. That machine, oh my god, it was my go-to. It was my favorite machine of all time. What was your favorite machine of all time? You have one or?
Ooh, my favorite machine. Um, well, I have two machines that I'm using right now.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite machine of all time would probably be my CTX 3030
Yeah.
because that thing is a monster.
Oh, yeah. It finds a lot of good stuff, that machine.
Has I mean other machines when you compare the CTX to other machines, the only real thing you can put up against the CTX is its weight.
Yeah.
But you have its weight, but much besides that, I mean, besides the weight of it, it's a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Also, also, I've noticed that we have Jason Bazoofi, Quarter Hoarder, in the chat. Hey, Quarter Hoarder!
Don't you bring him on. Don't do it.
I have a request.
He's already so far ahead of me on this draft. How many times has he been on more than me now? 2?
I lost count.
I lost count too. He's
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to compete with him in anything. Better looking. He's better at everything. And he's been on the show more.
Hey, Jason, you want to come on? It'd be
Stop
funny.
it. Stop it. You know what's funny is back in the day, way back when, I originally met him because we both started doing YouTube at the same time. And back then I was like such a fan of his. I wasn't watching a lot of YouTube when I started. There's a couple of people that I discovered. Like I discovered him. I discovered Jocelyn and Chig. And like him, he's just so charismatic, right? Like he's like the nicest dude in the world too. But he was just like, I could watch him. He's someone that I can watch for hours on end. He always finds amazing stuff too. Like he's like the ultimate package for things. You know what I mean? He's like just very charismatic, and he can keep talking and keep you interested in whatever he's doing. And B, he finds amazing stuff every time. Like are you bringing him on, Maddie?
What? No. I totally wasn't just sending him a message that says feel free to join the show, followed by a link. I totally wasn't just trying to invite him. I would never do that to you.
Oh, no, not again. You're doing that because I crashed his show.
Oh, yeah, you did crash his show. What was it? That show allowed him to get one above you, and then
I know. That's true. Check is in the mail, and I know.
Here's a part of my of how much. Never mind. Here's a check coming in the mail. But yeah, feel free to join. It'll be funny.
It's not that funny.
I don't think he's been on too many more times than you.
A couple. I think he's been on like probably twice more now.
If you're sugarcoating it, yeah.
Yeah. Like 10. He's probably beaten me by like 10 or 12 times now.
It's probably like how many times we've had him on, like maybe like 9, 10 times.
Oh yeah. And you know what? It's interesting every time. I still remember the trivia show you guys had. Your dad chiming in there. 11 shows. So
11 shows.
Does he know how many I'm at? What am I at? 8, 9?
I don't think it's 9.
He's like 2. He's like
2 shows.
And we only had Abby back on again.
Including this one. How many shows?
Your dad has all the stats, eh? He's like, he knows everything. There's nothing he doesn't know.
I've been on twice, says Zach Swim.
Yeah, you know what? He finds some cool stuff. I really like watching him. He's one of those people that, you know what I mean? Like, you look forward to their posts. He's one of them.
Yeah. Technically speaking, neither you or Jason have been on the show the most.
Oh, so you've been on the show the most.
I've been on the show the most.
You win.
I win. I've been on the show at least 50 times.
That's crazy to think how many shows you've done, eh?
The other day, I pulled out my phone. I was going to try and scroll back to my first ever show.
Yeah.
And I finally got sort of close to it, and then Facebook couldn't handle how far back I was going and crashed.
Wow. That tells you something, eh? That's pretty crazy. And like some of the numbers you pull too are just like ridiculous. And you've had really good guests on a lot too, you know, like you get a good, you know, not me, but like a lot of the other guests are good.
Speaking of guests.
Oh, for God's sake. I knew it.
I'm just gonna leave you guys to it.
I had to come on. I mean, I can't let this red bearded pirate even get close to my record, Maddie. Come on.
I knew it. You.
I just I saw him on at the last minute, and I had to scutter, and I had to get my light. I had to get my hat. I don't make any appearances without my hat on.
You're a lot bigger than me. Like it's nicely lit there. You got your glasses on. You look famous, and I look like
I have like this fancy ring light because I'm a fancy guy. Oh my goodness, Maddie! I saw a bunch of people in your chat too. I was up at an event this weekend up in Rhode Island. I saw Doug Bowden was up there, Dave Wise, Steph was there. All the New England people that we all know and love. I got to spend the weekend with them. So just a big shout out to those guys and girls.
That's some heavy hitters there.
Yeah, I mean that's why I couldn't find anything. They were like sweeping the fields, and I just was like picking up their trash.
No kidding. Yeah, that's some of the best. Not that you're not. I mean, I get you every time.
I'm just a troll. I'm just a troll.
Jealous.
Yeah, I can't find anything anymore. I just try to follow the good detectorists around and just film them.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Now, what appearance is this for Mr. Dowling?
I don't know, but really quickly, I just got a massive power boost. I just banned a person.
You banned somebody
on YouTube just then.
Oh wow!
Some like bot just came in and spammed the chat.
Oh nice. It was.
That's the first time I ever had to ban someone, actually.
Oh, you see what you bring? What are you doing?
The only person I ever banned, I banned DJ from my channel. I just got tired.
That's true.
Let's see. Where's
nonsense? I kept sending him pictures with my shirt off, and he said, "Please stop. I can't keep my lunch down anymore."
He just kept making like Canadian syrup references. I couldn't take it anymore. I just had to get rid of him.
You just open up your like messages, just A.
But I don't want to stay. This is DJ's hour. I just wanted to come in and say I miss you, brother, and I hope to see you back on the tube again because that's all. That's the place I hang out. That's where the cool kids hang out.
Oh, Mark Thomas just broke it out to me. He said no, he got him first.
I can't see Mark's thing.
He said that he got to him first.
He got to who first?
To the bot first that got banned.
Oh, is he a moderator for your YouTube channel, Mark Thomas?
Yeah, I clicked the ban button.
He's like an omnipotent presence. Like he has his thumb on everything in the hobby. I don't know how he does it. He's everywhere.
You know what? When we were in England, he was sending me messages about pizza and what I should say to Maddie about pizza.
I don't know how he does. I could be like on the most obscure show on like a podcast from Zimbabwe, and it'll be me, the host, and Mark Thomas. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he finds me.
He's everywhere. He's omnipresent in the detecting community.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Maddie, if you ever get a chance, go back and watch that Zimbabwean show. Man, I was on fire. Some good jokes. There'll be a link in the description. All right, I'm gonna go. You interview DJ. I got things to do. I just wanted to pop in and say hello.
Good to see you, buddy.
All right, fellas.
Take care.
Later.
See about the charisma? He's got it, right? Certain people have it. He's got it, man.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's one of the people that in my detecting life, I've got a list of people where I'm like, I would like do anything to detect with them and just hang out with them. And I tried to hook up with him and when I was with your dad and stuff, and we couldn't make the scheduling work, but man, that would have, can you imagine your dad, me and him together? Oh my gosh. That would have been fun.
Ooh. That would be something.
Oh yeah.
You both created your channels around the same time. I'd imagine that you both had the same idea of what you wanted to do for like your titles. He's the quarter hoarder, but I guess Beard Snatcher wasn't the best idea.
the Bearded Wonder. I worked with it all here, man. It's yeah, you know what? I started my channel originally, and then I actually shut it down for a long time, and then I came back with a new channel. So, but
Make sure you guys go check out Redbeard Relic Hunter, correct?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's it.
Check out Redbeard Relic Hunter on YouTube. And while you're there, make sure also to subscribe to Digging Adventures. Because although the show's gonna end, you know, the videos won't stop coming out.
Yeah.
Every so often, you know, once I eventually start getting out detecting again, we'll start uploading videos, I think. Just it'll be some time probably.
Oh yeah. Soon. You gotta give them something to look forward to, man.
Well, it's 9 o'clock. I have to let's do our final giveaway of the night. Oh no.
Way a mustache cup.
We are giving away a Civil War 150th anniversary commemorative set with a stamp, coin, and bullet. We have our names here. The current time is 9 o'clock. And the winner is. And you have to be located in the U.S. I'm sorry if I butcher this name. David Alfonsetti. I think that's how it's. Please, camera focus. Focus, please.
Your camera has vision like me. Get the Porter Hoarder's glasses.
I'm just gonna type it. I think that's how it's spelled.
I haven't seen them comment though that name except for when they shared. I don't even know if they were on YouTube or Facebook.
I don't think they're here.
The YouTube I put YT on it.
Yeah. So, David, are you here? That's a very.
What time is
At 9 o'clock.
What time?
I did.
Okay.
It is 9 o'clock. Well, 9:02 now. Oh, they're here.
Yay.
Hey, look, I even spelt it right.
Oh wow, there you go.
All right. Congratulations, David Alfonsetti. Make sure to get your information out to us. And wait, do you live in the United States? Or you have an address in the United States, right? Just gotta make sure, because we can only send stuff out to the United States. We're shipping it from Amazon. It's just gotta be in the United States. David, you have an address in the USA, right? Yeah, he says I'm in Auburn, Maine. Okay, that's good. Congratulations. Get your information out to us, and we will send out your prize. You can find us on Facebook. So, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hold on. I will, yeah. Next week is going to be our final show, the series finale. It breaks my heart to say it, but alas, it is happening. Until next time, thank you, Redbeard, for being on here.
All right, Uncle Beard will come see you soon, buddy.
I'm glad to have you on as my last official guest.
Thanks, buddy. I am honored, and it's going to be a big void on Mondays.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And oh, he's gone. Get out and have a digging adventure. See you guys next time.